We've already spent some time getting acquainted with Athens using a free audio guide. Today we're heading onto the subway to go visit one of the many must-see sites of Athens. These obviously aren't the originals, but this is still a really cool subway decoration. This is from the Parthenon sculptures. Or like it's cast from sculptures from the Parthenon. This is the National Archaeological Museum. We're going to go check that out now. The National Archaeological Museum of Athens is considered one of the greatest museums in the world and contains the richest collection of artifacts from Greek antiquity worldwide. There are so many incredible pieces in this museum, like the Dipylon Amphora. Created around 750 BC, this vase symbolizes Greece's emergence from the Dark Ages. It is a giant painted vase standing 4 feet tall and was made as a grave marker. It's covered with geometric patterns with the central scene of a funeral. All of the mourners pull at their hair in grief and notice the one child in attendance. They're really strict. They don't allow you to take any pictures or pose or mimic or anything with any of the statues or artwork because they find it very offensive. This is just the cafe, but there's still a whole bunch of sculptures. All of these were found in a shipwreck. In 1900, a group of sponge divers got stuck on the island of Antikythera while waiting for better winds to take them to their destination. They decided to do some diving while they waited. The first diver came back up to the surface in a panic, describing a heap of rotting corpses and horses all over the seafloor. It turned out to be one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of all time. Amongst these artifacts was this bronze statue. Its discovery redefined the modern view of ancient Greek sculpture. The man would have been holding something that may have helped identify him. For now, the statue is known simply as Bronze Statue of a Youth. This Artemision Bronze was found in a different shipwreck and depicts either Zeus or Poseidon. Like the bronze statue of a youth, you can see that he was originally clutching something that has long since been lost. If it was a lightning bolt, historians believe this was Zeus. If it was a trident, it would have been Poseidon. No one will know for sure, but many believe his stance is more appropriate for hurling lightning bolts than stabbing with a trident. In this same shipwreck, the jockey of Artemision was found. These bronze statues are rare because most were melted down for their raw material over the years. But these lay safe at the bottom of the sea, waiting for someone to find them. You could spend hours, days, even lifetimes looking into the histories of these artifacts, but there was one last piece we were very happy to have seen, especially before heading to the Parthenon. It's not the largest, grandest, or oldest statue in the museum. In fact, you might even miss it if you don't know to look for it. It's this, the statue of Athena. It's known to be the most faithful copy of the statue that once stood at the Parthenon. Just because it's a copy doesn't mean it's new. It was made in 250 AD. Seeing this Roman copy allowed us to imagine what the original statue must have looked like, standing at the Parthenon, 38 feet tall, holding victory in her hand. The statue of Athena was the very embodiment of Athens. That was really good. That was a little bit overwhelming if you don't know what anything is, but the audio guide made it pretty good. So it's worth the trip, but get something else so you know what's happening, like a tour, because there's a lot of statues, but you don't know which statues are the ones you should be looking at, or why they're important, or what happened, or like I feel like I learned something.
Name one thing.
I learned that the Romans copied a lot of the Greek statues, and a lot of the statues that we see are actually Roman copies.
Shall we go get something to eat?
Yep. We're at Little Coop in Athens, which is, I think it's just a cafe and a cocktail bar that goes all out for Halloween, and like Halloween isn't a thing here, so this is pretty impressive.
This is the menu for this restaurant, and as you can tell, it's still themed. And the whole menu has not just decorations for Halloween, but also has general Halloween foods, such as Wolf, Wolf, Here I Am.